former client posts lies or disparaging remarks about their ex-attorney in a public forum, like message boards, review sites, and so forth, is the attorney allowed to fight back? This is essentially a no-win situation for the lawyer, who does have some limited right to defend herself against false and defamatory statements, but who is also bound by a stringent duty of confidentiality toward the former client, even after the attorney-client relationship has terminated. If the lawyer wants to correct demonstrable lies or outrageous and offensive claims, she has to be meticulous about narrowly tailoring any comments to disclose only what is essential to addressing the falsehood. Since we're talking about a response in a public forum, whatever the lawyer says can be endlessly scrutinized, and any claim, frankly, irrespective of whether it's viable or not, that the lawyer's response was disproportionate to the criticism levied, or that she improperly revealed client confidential information in this context, could lead to an investigation or sanctions from the state bar. Practically speaking, a lawyer also doesn't want to escalate an obnoxious review into a full-blown public dispute with a former client, even when the client is lying or being unreasonable. Responding to the client's nasty posts risks exacerbating the situation, especially if the client responds back in the same forum with even more inflammatory remarks. Now it's drawing more attention and more eyes to a review that otherwise probably would have been barely glanced at by most prospective clients. Lies and slander are infuriating, but an internet slap fight is undignified. As lawyers, we have a responsibility to learn how to control our emotions, not just to uphold the dignity of the profession in some vague idealistic sense, but because flying off the handle every time opposing counsel makes a counteroffer that we find insulting or willfully misinterprets a contractual provision to our client's detriment would actually end up hurting our client, to say nothing of our own reputation, in the long run. Hot-headed lawyers tend to look idiotic, not intimidating. And 9 times out of 10, someone who is cussing and shrieking and waving his arms around is engaging in this deranged performance because the law and the facts are not on his client's side, and he's too dim-witted to figure out any alternative strategies. This same emotional control comes in handy when the lawyer sees a nasty, inaccurate, grossly misleading negative review on Yelp or wherever. She can fend off the momentary urge to bite back and understand that she has much more to lose than to gain by listing every reason that Karen the client was an unhinged nightmare. Business owners, do you read internet reviews when engaging a new lawyer or other professional advisor?